Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're taking you on a quick journey through Philippine art. From ancient tradition, unique tribal craft to colonial influences that shape our culture. Let's start!
Let's start with one of the most iconic symbols of Filipino culture, the Sarimanok. This brave and legendary bird from the Maranao people is often seen during royal events like enthronements, kalilangs, and weddings. Created by national artist Abdul Mari Imaw, it represents good fortune, wealth, and cultural pride.
Now let's talk about the Iron Age. One of the most interesting part of early Philippine art. This period wasn't just about tool and weapon. Art was everywhere in a daily life. Armlets, bracelets, rings, and headbands were crafted not just for decoration, but to show social rank, especially among royals or community leaders. And what amazing is the early Filipinos already expressed identity through body art. Tattoos during the Iron Age become symbols of bravery, achievements, and lineage, something we'll still connect today with tradition like Kalinga tattooing. Women also play a huge role. Weaving became a value skill, producing textiles that were not only functional but beautiful. Their work show patterns, colors, and cultural stories, proving that even in ancient times, Filipinos were already skilled artists and storytellers.
Moving on, one of the most powerful symbols of indigenous art is Apa Wangod, the oldest and most famous mambabatok of Kalinga. She has kept traditional tattooing alive by mentoring the next generation. Her work isn't just ink, it's identify bravery and heritage. Speaking of heritage, our art is shaped by various cultural influences. Negrito zigzag patterns, Indonesian clothing styles, and Malay wood carving even before colonization. Our ancestors had rich tradition shaped by neighboring cultures.
The most eye-catching indigenous garment is the malong, heavily influenced by Malay Sultanate design. This is hand-woven fabric was used by tribes in Maguindanao and the Tiboli, often worn during important events to show status. Then there's a Kalinga weaving, known for bold geometric pattern and vibrant reds and blacks. Every design carries meaning tied to identity, community, and tradition.
Indigenous art, the Ipaga funeral dance is a pure example of traditional, untouched indigenous practice in the mountain province. Everyday items like shield, spoon, ladles, bowls, and figurines are made through detailed wood carving, turning simple tools into artistic cultural pieces.
Next is colonial art. Spanish art forms created major changes in Filipino life culture. Spanish missionaries also used the colorful pageantry of the Roman Catholic Church to attract and influence the natives into the new faith.
For sculpture, carvings of Anita were replaced with carvings of Santos, image of Christ and the saints. These Santos were usually large or were carved from strong hardwood like mulabe, especially when commissioned by the church. For sculpture,
Did you know the very first book ever printed in the Philippines was called Doctrina Cristiana en Lengua Española y Tagala? Yep, it was written in both Spanish and Tagalog, making it super important for spreading religion and literacy during the Spanish colonial period. Back then, printing was done with copper plate engraving, which was pretty slow, the tedious, but eventually lithography was developed, replacing copper plates and making printing faster and more efficient.
The iconic pieces like the bowl, parador, and komoda not only imported but also beautifully reproduced right here in Philippines. Filipino homes often featured furniture that resembled what you find in church and convents, sturdy, elegant, and full of history. It's amazing how these pieces blended functionally with artistry, creating a unique home atmosphere.
Metal casting was a skilled practice in local foundries, with some of the earliest examples discovered in Intramuros and the port of Cavite. These foundries were busy place shaping metal into tools, decorative pieces, and bells. Yes, bells. They were cast to supply the growing number of churches across the islands, ringing out across town and cities. Imagine the sound of history echoing through every corner of the Philippines.
And lastly, the Bisayan nipis, a delicate fabric woven from the stalks of the baka plant, completely fascinated the Spaniards when they first saw it. Its fine texture and natural strength made it truly remarkable later on. Fabrics like juicy along with garments such as camisa and pañuelos were introduced and further developed, blending local craftsmanship with Spanish influence. Philippine art is more than just beauty, it's history, culture, and identity all in one.
From ancient tradition to colonial influences, every piece tells a story.
Thanks for joining us on this journey.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thank you guys.